So in yesterday's video, we looked at ZORA on Coinbase, which is up over 1,300% in the last month. It actually hit another new all-time high just yesterday. Yeah, it's down today, cooling off after just a ridiculous 30-day stretch, but that's pretty much to be expected. For context, though, it even surpassed Solana in one of the major adoption metrics that we tend to look out for. A pretty important one. If you caught this pump, kudos. It caught us off guard, if I'm going to be honest. But if you didn't catch the pump, then you're going to watch this video because we're about to answer a pretty frequently asked question when it comes to ZORA. Should we buy it now, or are we too late? Is this project one that's going to continue to pump? Objectively speaking, we do see two very bullish indicators, but also a bearish one for ZORA. Let's take a closer look. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest. If that's the case, good luck. I genuinely wish you well. But just remember that I am not a financial or investment advisor. And by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. So let's talk a little bit about ZORA here. We'll zoom out and take a look at this just meteoric month that it's had this run. And if we zoom out even further, just a little bit further, ZORA, Z-O-R-A, it actually rallied 1,600% from the lows that it saw in July to a 14-cent all-time high, which occurred yesterday, August 11th, 2025. Now, it's created some pretty massive records over that span, and in the process, it's launched more than 61,000 new creator coins in the last 7 days. Maybe you approve of that, maybe you don't, but for reference, that's actually more than Solana, which pretty much is the leader across all categories in terms of new token issuance. Daily posting accounts saw a 12 times surge in the last month, and the daily revenue surged from $500 to $53,000. Now, like I said, at the time of recording, it is August 12th. Yesterday, ZORA set that new all-time high, but as of right now, it is back. It's down 8% on the day. So we're seeing this pullback because of what is a very severely overbought project. It's pretty natural. But before we decide whether or not this dump represents kind of a buying opportunity, let's try to understand what ZORA as a project is all about. As you have seen these last few days and these last few weeks, we've been talking about slowly unveiling a new project that we're very proud of here at Altcoin Buzz. Check out the link in the description below. We're inviting all of our viewers to try it, to check it out. Once again, you can find the link and participate in the description below. Imagine, for example, that you put up a post on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, and you can instantly monetize it. That is exactly what we're talking about and is exactly what ZORA is trying to achieve here. Firstly, creators on ZORA are allowed to instantly monetize their content by minting and trading content coins. And that's why within just a few months of its launch, we see over 1.5 million content and creator coins were minted. We're going to move away from that for the time being, but I will get back to that and explain it in a little more detail later in this video. But like I said, ZORA is directly integrated with the Base app, meaning creators get easy access and fiat conversion. In fact, the ZORA token skyrocketed by 440% following Coinbase's rebrand of its wallet to the Base app. That happened on the 16th of July. Let me try to quickly explain why. Coinbase announced a rebrand again on that date, the 16th of July, 2025, which didn't just rename Coinbase's wallet. It rather transformed the Coinbase wallet into more of a social hub with things like built-in posting, messaging, but also one-tap minting of creator coins. And fortunately for them, ZORA was seamlessly integrated, thus making it very easy for both creators and users, by the way, to mint, to trade, and to discover tokenized social posts. All of these moves together and all of that hype collectively very much worked in favor of ZORA. But then lastly, ZORA also uses Coinbase's Base Layer 2, which is built on Optimism's OP stack. This reduces transaction fees, as you probably know, and enables fast trading, and also supports large-scale minting activities, vastly outperforming traditional NFT and tokenization platforms in terms of cost and speed. So those are factors that are very much playing a strong role in terms of boosting ZORA's adoption, really as an emerging leader in SocialFi. Before we talk about two of those very bullish indicators and the one bearish one that I mentioned at the outset, let's also take a closer look here at exactly how ZORA works and what are really creator and content coins in the first place. If you're already familiar with this, You want to skip it? Go ahead, use the timestamps below, and you can skip ahead to those important bullish and bearish indicators. ZORA's creator economy revolves really around two main ERC20 token types. Number one being creator coins, and number two being content coins. And how do they relate to the ZORA token, which pumped again over 1,300% in the last month? Well, to understand the actual utility of the ZORA token, you first need to understand the role of creator and content coins. A creator coin is a profile level token. So let's say I sign up on ZORA and I activate my profile on the platform. A dedicated coin using my username is launched on ZORA at the same time. Now, after watching this video, let's say you sign up, you activate your account on ZORA, you will also get a new creator coin corresponding directly to your username, and then that, of course, is unique to you. Each creator coin has a fixed supply cap of 1 billion per creator. 50% of this supply is immediately made available, and then the remaining 50% is vested for the next 5 years. The value of a creator coin moves based on the popularity, engagement, growth of the creator. And then every time the creator's coin is actively traded, the creator receives a nice 1% of the trading fees. And very importantly, every creator coin's trading pair is ZORA. And then a content coin, on the other hand, is a post-level token minted every time a user publishes a new post, text, image, meme, any kind of a media really on ZORA or via the base app. Meaning for every post, we have 1 billion content coins that are created. The creator receives 1% of this supply. The remaining 99% is available in liquidity pools for anyone to trade. The idea here is that this is more of a viral hype kind of token, and its trading pair is with the creator coin instead of with ZORA. Okay, but what exactly is the role of the ZORA token? The thing about ZORA is that it's woven into the entirety of the economy of the ZORA ecosystem. Allow me to break that down. So first of all, ZORA is used to pay for the minting fees, meaning whenever a creator mints a post, let's say as a tradable token, they are required to pay minting fees as ZORA. Number two, every time a creator coin or content coin is traded, the creator is rewarded a certain percentage of the trading fees in ZORA. Number three, ZORA is used for airdrops, but also referrals and ecosystem growth rewards. Number four, content consumers can tip ZORA to creators in order to unlock things like premium or exclusive content. Number five, ZORA also enables trading on exchanges and liquidity in coin pools. And finally, number six, the ZORA, again, ZORA token, serves as the core utility and incentive currency for the ZORA creator community, powering post-minting, trading, rewards, and community engagement across the entirety of the ecosystem. Here now is the first of those two bullish indicators. So number one, Binance listed ZORA perpetual contracts with 50 times leverage on the 8th of August, so just 4 days ago at the time of this recording. This is partly what triggered a lot of the recent spike that we saw, just under a 98% spike in 24-hour trading volume at that particular time, again, August 8th. As high leverage amplifies the liquidity, this of course leads to an upwards short-time price action. And generally speaking, if we look at the historic performance of Binance leverage tokens, those tokens generally do anywhere between a 1.5 to a 4x. Binance listed ZORA perpetual contracts on the 8th of August, and ZORA was trading at about 7.8 cents at that time. If we do some simple math, then ZORA could theoretically pump to about 31 cents. That would be a 4x because of the leveraged contracts. It's already gone to about half of that, 14.7 cents as per that all-time high, which means that a maximum of 2 or 2.5 times as a multiple based on the volume driven by Binance perpetual contracts is very realistic. But like I said, that's not the only bullish indicator. The second one here is that we're observing whale wallets who have increased their ZORA holdings from about $29 million to nearly $34 million since the 4th of August, marking a 16.6 rise in accumulation. Institutions and high net worth individuals and holders are increasingly active holders of ZORA. And then beyond that, if we also include or at least consider the record levels of creator coin minting on the base app integration and whales buying, very simply, this leads to a further tightening of the ZORA supply on exchanges, and consequently, that always leads to a further price pump. But as I also said at the outset, there is a bearish indicator here to consider. Everything looks good for the most part, but we cannot ignore RSI. That's an acronym that stands for Relative Strength index or indicator. It's a TA tool that a lot of traders use, myself included. ZORA's RSI has been ranging somewhere in the 73 to 77 range, and that clearly indicates that ZORA is overbought, actually severely overbought at the moment. And that's partly, I would say, what led to today's correction. We're 8% down in the last 24 hours. Generally speaking, when we see the RSI metric fall below 70, that's probably when we can expect ZORA to gain the price momentum back, if the current pattern holds, of course. Okay, so some takeaways here. At the moment, ZORA is giving, let's try to be neutral here, unbiased. It's giving mixed signals. Whale accumulation does suggest longer-term confidence, but negative funding rates indicate growing short-term bets against the rally in the futures market. So really, to understand where ZORA could head next, we need to keep an eye out on two things in particular. Number one, how aggressively the whales keep buying ZORA. And number two, base app creator engagement metrics. As always, we're going to endeavor to keep you up to date on both of those and so much more in the space. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Altcoin Buzz, make sure to hit that bell to receive notifications every time we put out time-sensitive content. Also, if you're not part of our social media discussions, you are missing out. You can find us on X. You can find us on Discord. I will also include those links in the description of this video below.